Gloricaa Kortez, she's an artist and entrepreneur from Colombia. She's used all her passions and credentials to birth and nurture her business, Reflect and Create. This is a system, a program that implements different forms of art for mental fitness. She was born in Palmyra, Colombia, but forced to flee as a refugee at a young age, and she became very adaptable, but leaving her curiosity intact. We want to welcome Gloricaa to our city tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're thrilled. When our friend mentioned you, and I went on and looked at all your credentials and what you're doing to help mental health, you're a shoo-in to talk about your business. So how did you get started?
Well, for me, it's kind of a bit of it's been a path that kind of started with me wanting to study psychology. Like growing up, one of the things that I enjoyed the most was kind of helping people. And my friends were always, I was the person people would come to. I love listening to people, helping people. And my brother was the one that actually told me, hey, you should study psychology. And that was around grade 8.
Wow.
And so at grade 8, I was like, okay, psychology. And I never thought of any other option until I went to university. I took psychology. I was majoring in psychology, and I switched my English minor to have 2 minors to do sociology as well, because I'm very fascinated with the science behind the brain. But then I learned sociology is the science behind the collective, and so that just kind of piqued my interest. And I did about 3 years in Alberta. And then after that, life kind of happened, and then I had to work to sustain myself and pay bills and all that stuff.
Darn work, huh? We can't just pursue our dream.
Exactly. So things always kind of make you take a different path that you don't really expect, but things kind of worked out in the end, because when I moved here, I ended up going back to school and I took a diploma in community support work, and I got certified as a mental health worker.
Perfect.
And after that, I kind of started thinking back into the therapy thing, and I was like, I've been doing art for a bit, as a hobby that really helped me in my personal life when I was struggling. In between all of that, I went through a lot of anxiety and some depression, and art was basically what healed me and what helped me stay kind of out of it. And so for me, art was so significant that I was like, you know what if I do art therapy? And so that was the route I was going to take. So I was going to, but didn't take kind of thing. And so after that, once I started taking courses for it, I took a very specific course that was called Healing with the Arts. And what I learned with that was not just painting, because my idea was art therapy is, most people think painting, but we did everything. We did dancing, we did throat singing, we did writing, and we did painting and doodling and a whole bunch of stuff. And to me, it was very life-changing, because they did teach us how to guide other people in doing it, but as I was doing it, I was feeling the effects of actually doing the work. And that's when the idea of my business kind of started, where I was like, you know what, art therapy is a thing that already exists, but there's no gyms for the mind. You go to the gym, you work out, you have the treadmill, you can lift, you can do so many other things for your body, but where do you go to work out your mind? It doesn't really exist. And the art therapy that I had looked into is not affordable for people, and the stuff that is free, you have to prove that you have a mental illness. And so I kind of wanted to break that barrier. And so that's how Reflect and Create happened. I thought of hosting events called Reflect and Create, and my brother said the name was great. Why not just name my business that? So I was like,
perfect.
Okay, let's name it that.
And I love that you talk about mental fitness.
Yes.
It's so necessary in this day and age, because we are having a crisis. How are you finding that your business is helping in the current situation?
I feel because the purpose of what I do also provides healing, because I did take the course literally called Healing with the Arts. I feel it heals, but not just that. I feel mental fitness is about strengthening your mind. Mm-hmm. So it's the difference between going to the doctor to help you heal and going to the gym to stay healthy. So for me, mental fitness is about helping people stay fit. And so I feel the people that have joined us, we have different and new people coming in every event that I do, but there's some people that are regulars. I have members that have started going since the first event that I hosted, and they're still going.
Now that makes me jump in because we're nearing our end of our chat, but how does somebody get involved then?
They're free. The events are free.
That's wonderful.
And they're available virtually and in person.
Okay.
And the reason that they're free is because we accept donors, so people just donate. So it's like a pay it forward model. So anybody that wants to join, if they can't afford it, it's fine because it's been paid for, basically.
Oh, that's brilliant. And your website is?
Reflectcreate.com.
Perfect. Now you've got, as we close here, what is this in front of us?
So one of the things that we also do is with the donations that we receive, it funds the events, but it also funds donating free art supplies to kids. Wow. And I'm aiming to also give to youth and the unhoused, but so far we've given to kids in Colombia and here, so it's been over 75 that we've donated. But I've created new ones that these are for sale. So they have a little bit more than the ones that we donate, so that these themselves can also help fund more free art supplies for more kids and the events themselves.
Oh, you are an absolute breath of fresh air. We have Gloricaa Kortez, and her business and her art therapy is called Reflect and Create, and you can find her at reflectcreate.ca. .com. Thank
Yes.
you. Reflectcreate.com. Make sure we get that. We'll put it up on the screen as well. Thank you so much for being on Our City Tonight TV. We'll keep an eye out how your progress is going, and thank you for doing such a great service for our community.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, our pleasure.